right, everyone. Welcome to another episode. Tonight was a very interesting night. Just finished watching AEW. Well, at least the most important part about AEW tonight, which was the footage of CM Punk and Jack Perry at All In. And I mean, at least I know what happened, to say the least. That's pretty much it. With my co-host today, Joey. We're gonna talk about a little bit about the situation and like how did they benefit from it, if they benefited from it, and things like that. So I'll let you have the floor with this one.
How can you benefit from putting somebody else's wrestler on your show? There's no benefiting. What are you doing? I just sent you a tweet. It's absolutely insane what they're doing to it. Literally makes them. Me and you were talking about this before you decided to make a stream about it, but it literally makes them look like the second rate place that CM Punk said they were. Like, why do you need to continue to use him if you're not that second rate place? Like, he shouldn't even be in a figure of conversation. The guy is injured. There should be no reason another wrestling federation, let's just consider it, or company, decides I'm going to use footage from a wrestler that no longer works here, who quit, and show the footage of him
Yeah, it's
and think it's
crazy.
going to benefit when the guy, the one guy that the one guy looked like he got punked. Jack Perry looked like he got punked in the whole situation. He looked like a goddamn punk, not CM Punk, a punk. Now, according to WrestleOps, AEW is now copyright striking video showing the incident between CM Punk.
That's so silly. Joey froze, or maybe I froze. But yeah, like I don't really get how that benefits you guys. Like, why are you showing a video of someone else from a different company on your show? And it's your homeboy Jack Perry's getting punked, and everyone on national television is watching this. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know how this is gonna benefit them at all. Like, what was going in Tony Khan and the EVP's mind to even just think this is a good idea and then try and tie it in to this whole feud? Like, it doesn't make sense at all. And like like can someone please tell me like what sense, like what do you get out of this? It's nothing. All you're doing is being petty, childish. Like, why are you stooping so low? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, AEW, like they just like they're falling off. They're looking like WCW right now. When they would try and spoil the victories of who won on the other show, like that's not even, they're doing that pretty much. All you did was make Punk look tougher, and I hope him and Drew McIntyre just end up using this and spinning off on this. Like, I think it'll be great. Um, Hopefully, man, because this is just embarrassing in my opinion. Like, it doesn't make any sense, and how like this is overshadowing the whole show and the pay per view that's in a week or two. Like, what is going on with nothing's making sense over at AEW anymore. Like this is this is pretty sad. Um, like okay, like I was I don't even remember what happens in the rest of the show. Um, Probably besides Samoa Joe and the Swerve situation. Like I can't tell you anything else that happened on the show whatsoever. Oh, you good?
Yeah, I think I'm good now.
All right. Yeah, I was just saying, like, I don't even think I remember anything else that happened on the show. Like, that overshadowed pretty much everything about the show.
I
Like,
mean,
you have a pay per view in a week or two, and they try to tie it in with FTR, but it just like why? Like, that happened like 8 months ago. What is that?
yeah, like that's the thing is like now it's been so long ago. Him doing an interview is like his interview with Ariel is like got everyone shook over there, bro.
Yeah, you can
I mean,
tell.
like you could see like I don't even think Edge wanted to do that piece on him, and then they made Edge do that little thing on him
Yeah,
in the middle of AEW.
that's
And then you see the tweet I sent you. I sent you is like I don't know if you heard me, but it was like AEW is copyright striking video showing the incident between CM Punk. So if you share that shit, what does that mean? They're gonna copyright strike everybody who shares it.
they can try. They can
This
try.
guy Khan, son. He don't know left from
Weird.
right, son.
It's
He
like
don't
some.
know left from right,
It's
son.
like they're toddlers. Like it's really like they're the children. Like they really took the time to make Jack Perry look bad on national television. Who's gonna, I mean like
Most people don't even know who Jack Perry is outside of that world, though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's a
And it
fact.
like it just makes him look like a punk, bro. You know, like
And
if
then they
you're not like a true wrestling fan, like get into AEW and you know who Jack Perry is. You don't know what that guy is. He just looks like some guy CM Punk is pushing around, son.
yeah,
That's
really.
all it looks like, bro. It makes your guy look like a chump, and the guy who left your company look like somebody who said your company was a second-rate company, and you're proving them right.
Proving them right. And I'm seeing people online like, oh, see, Punk was lying. Like, what did
Lying
he
about what?
That's why I'm like, what did he lie? He said he
Lying
pushed
about
him
what?
and
It
choked him
seems
up.
like everything he said on Ariel's show is exactly what happened in
Like it's
video.
crazy. And so I was talking to
It's like
someone.
revisionism. They're like trying to change his words. I saw Ariel repost his thing. Yo, somebody
Mm,
tried to take down Ariel's own content. He made the interview, and they're trying to take it. They were trying to take it down on Twitter. He got like a cease and desist on the thing, bro. This has
baby,
been an entertaining night of Twitter content, bro.
babies. Yeah, bro. People on Twitter are like, Jack Perry should have pressed charges. Like, what? This is a physical sport. Like, you can't handle a little
I mean,
altercation.
bro. Like, if he pressed charges, if he pressed charges, there should be like no one would ever respect the guy ever again.
Like,
Do you
that's crazy.
understand what to his career? Like
His
he
career is
literally would
already
have. Yeah, but like, do you understand what that would actually do to his career? Like, you would not be a credible wrestler, bro. Like, you literally just wouldn't be credible at that point.
his whole
You
career.
have one altercation in the back and you call it press charges. You know who has to deal with it? The company.
Yeah,
That's who has to end up dealing with it if you press charges, not
I
anybody else but the company.
I bet Tony asked him if he wanted to press charges. Tony's probably Tony's probably, you want to press charges? I'm afraid for my life. I know you were afraid for yours. Like, come on. That's
I thought it was funny when he went after he like pushed him, and it wasn't even like he did anything. He didn't like. I didn't even feel like he threw a punch. He just like kind of like pushed him away from him.
yeah. He pushed him away. Jack Perry came closer. He got him in like a headlock.
Yeah, and that's it. It wasn't even like Jack Perry threw a couple punches, Punk threw a couple punches, and they broke it up kind of thing. Like I thought that's how it kind of ended up happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then
But
he.
like it was nothing. It
Yeah.
was nothing. Like I've gotten into worse skirmishes at a bar than backstage. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
man, it's crazy. Like, and then people are saying, "Oh, he lunged at Tony. He tried to swing at Tony." All I saw was him get there,
yeah.
broke him
How
up.
do you come to that conclusion?
Yeah, and then he pointed at Tony, and he's like, "Oh, it's your fault" or some shit.
Yeah.
Whatever he said.
Which exactly he said in the interview.
Yeah,
He said, "Nah, this is your fault." Like,
but you're hearing people, "Oh, he tried to attack Tony." Like, it's just the people that want to believe he's a bad guy and he's the problem
bro,
for
he's not
everything.
even a bad guy, bro. That interview, like, if you listen to the interview, you can like the guy is not a bad dude.
Yeah, but
You see him and Roxanne Perez and what's the other girl, Cora Jade. All there's always pictures of them hanging out, like eating dinner and stuff. The guy seems to like watch, and eventually, here's my prediction with CM Punk. He probably got one more run in him. Okay, one more run after this injury. If he gets injured again, he'll call it quits. Okay.
yeah,
After that, though, I think he's just warming up. The Rock's kid is just warming up the job for CM Punk.
oh, at
I
NXT.
think I think he will be the GM and like head of creative, like help Shawn Michaels and have Shawn Michaels move into an even like bigger position in creative.
That would
You know
be
what I'm
dope.
saying? And then
That
like
would,
kind of have Triple H because they already kind of do it together anyways, just from like the interviews that I've heard. Triple H and Shawn Michaels, they kind of help with all of creative together.
yeah,
And I think like Shawn is eventually like one of those guys that Triple H is gonna have like, of course, by his side, as close by his side as he possibly can. So he'll like push CM Punk into that like developmental individual and creating the storylines for developmental and helping developmental. And like you can see he's kind of good at it already. Like you could see that he could be good at it like
yeah,
already. He could be good at anything he wants to do. He could do whatever he wants in the wrestling world. It does not matter. After he done wrestling, he could do whatever he wants. The guy could do whatever he wants. He has the personality to do whatever he wants. He could be a good guy. Honestly, I think he could be a good guy. Like he's a face. If
definitely.
face is face. And then we've seen the bad side of him. So it's like I think as like a GM, that would be box office. Like he would be box office GM, a box office GM. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the draft with him and the other two that are right now on SmackDown and Raw. He would push him himself being the GM on that product would help everybody on the product because there's always eyes that are going to be on him. So everybody's going to want to see what his product looks like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So like all those wrestlers that are in developmental are just getting more buzz because of him being part of it. You know what I mean? And I feel
Yeah,
like that's kind of how they got a lot of people into NXT now. Like we wanted to see what Shawn Michaels was doing.
yeah.
Like,
And on the other show, they're trying to paint him as a villain. They say
mhm,
they're trying to make it seem like he had no allies backstage or anything like that.
mhm.
And they try to like assassinate Punk's character pretty much,
and
Meltzer
and
and
that's
all that.
almost not even that's like that. Yo, I can't listen to a single thing Meltzer says. Like you listen to Meltzer, and the funny thing is with Meltzer is like you can like take information with a grain of salt. Like everything's with a grain of salt with him. Like you can never truly take what he's saying and be like, okay, that's journalism.
Mhm.
No, that's
Yeah,
as fake what's as the storyline, right? A lot of the times they're half truths, you
yeah.
know.
A lot
So
of
like
bias. It's
I
like
don't know. I don't know a good place to get real information on the WWE other than like the one thing that Meltzer's good about is like injuries. Like he knows like when people are injured and for how long they're out for. Like that's something like Meltzer is fantastic for. Like
mhm.
he'll tell you, all right, Charlotte Flair is going to be out till
Yeah,
at
I
least
don't.
Until February, April, or something along the lines of that. Like
Yeah, I don't think he has the sources that he used to have in the WWE.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, which is good.
I just think Triple H just has it like in a position where like nobody knew the Undertaker was coming. They were all guessing everybody else was coming.
Yeah,
I saw Stone Cold. We all knew The Rock was coming because like Rocky. I mean John Cena. I mean we all knew
mhm.
John Cena was coming, but because it was like a huge rivalry, John Cena Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like we kind of saw that parallel coming between Roman, Cody, Rock, Cena, but nobody knew Undertaker was coming.
Yeah. I think that was supposed to be Austin's spot, but I guess something happened last minute. But
I don't know.
yes, so
I don't know. Undertaker was fitting. It felt like he, like they kind of said, like the reason for him being there was like he was always the leader of the locker room, so it was a change of a guard.
then AEW needs to sign
Plus, I
Undertaker.
think Roman time. I
Imagine.
think Roman needs to just take time to himself, allow himself to just breathe and go do something else for a little bit, and then come back. Because that's when we saw Charlotte come back, even if it was an injury. When we saw Charlotte come back, it was like we all love seeing Charlotte Flair wrestle. So let's see her wrestle.
Definitely, definitely. So, how do you think this helps, like their feud with FTR? Do you think it helps at all? Like,
It doesn't help. Nothing. None of this helps anybody. It helps CM Punk
and
because it makes him look like a badass. That's all it
it
is.
and it helps the Young Bucks'
Well,
egos
and it helps
for
his
some
story.
reason.
It helps his CM Punk's story.
Definitely.
He's not lying. Like he went on Ariel Hawani and he told the truth. It's the only thing it benefits. I don't see it benefiting anything else. Like I don't see how FTR can benefit from
It it,
this.
it just really just exposes like the fragile ego of the Bucks, honestly, and the childishness. Like like you're stooping that low just to prove something that happened months ago. Like,
Not only that, it just doesn't look good on the entire company.
yeah, they're executive vice presidents and they're just showing surveillance videos of
Like
someone
what
that
do
doesn't
you
even
what
work there.
I'm sorry, but what does that prove? Like what are you getting out of it? It does you don't get anything out of what you just did. You only make yourself look like an idiot. It's the only thing you do. You make yourself look like an idiot because the only thing we wanted to know from that video, did CM Punk tell the truth? That's the only thing that mattered in the entire video. Did he tell the truth? And everything he said on Hawani was the truth. So now, what does it make you guys? A second-rate company, which you guys always.
Did you see Tony Schiavone's face after? Like he couldn't even look at like He couldn't even look at the screen. Like he just looked like embarrassed. Like he knows it's like WCW all over again, bro. He knows. He sees
It's
the writing on the wall.
yeah, he sees the writing on the wall. Eventually, there's only so much money you can throw at it at something, and then be like, okay, I'm losing. I've lost enough money.
Yeah.
Like,
Probably a couple more years.
yeah, there's only so much you could do, and then be like, all right, I've lost enough money. I
It's
mean, even the
sad.
cons have enough money to lose. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
it's sad. But now I see how the Jacksonville Jaguars aren't a good franchise. And now I see why Fulham's like a mid-table club because they have this owner.
The Kings,
Like you can see like how he doesn't know how to run a business. It seems like.
no, he allows his ego to run businesses.
I
That's what
don't
it comes
know.
down to. He
Tony
allows
Khan,
egos to run businesses. That's what it comes down to.
like Tony, like none of this would have happened if Tony just went like if he just was a deciding factor of the glass. If he stood up and was like, "All right, Jack, you're not using the glass," it would have been done. Like, what else? Is he going to give you an attitude? And why did the producers and Tony Schiavone want to go to CM Punk and not Tony Khan about it? Like, I know it's his like show, I guess, but
It's a power struggle, bro.
like, I guess they
The
they
whole
probably
thing,
felt more
but you
comfortable
know,
with him.
no, but the whole thing from the beginning just didn't make sense, right?
Mm,
Like he wanted his own. He ended up getting his own show. He wouldn't keep the guys that he wanted to keep stay. He wanted to stay away from him off of his show. They kept on like trying to get those people booked onto those shows, and it just the whole thing was just a nightmare. Like logistic nightmare. Consistent logistic nightmare.
just
Like I just don't understand how when you're booking something like along those lines, right? You if you have people who are so far away from like being able to meet eye to eye on their situation period, like how you can decide let's have them on the same show, because that's what their pay-per-views were.
Yeah, I mean, they should just squashed it in the beginning. Like they could have straightened the whole thing out. Oh, you thought Cole Cabana was fired? No, he's not fired. He's on the roster. He just sucks, and he's not gonna get screen time. Sorry, that's just what it is. Like, why would he be on TV? But I mean, you see who else they got on TV.
He
So,
just sucks.
like, come on, like he
He just
and he
sucks.
has he been on TV since?
Nah, he's not been on TV since, son. Not on any show. Not even like TNA or nothing, son. Not one other show, bro. It's
So
crazy. It's actually crazy, bro. Because like he actually had like a solid mid card spot for a long time. And then like all of a sudden he has this feud with the superstar and then never sees television ever again.
I mean, he did show up like the episode after I think the brawl out thing, just to like show them like, oh, he's still here. Uh-huh. But like, I don't know. It's silly. It just screams childishness to me. Like y'all grown men. Like Punk wanted to squash it, and I'm not
And
saying
even Punk now, like what he said on Ariel Hawani, I don't think he really crossed very many lines during that interview. Like I don't think it was like I'm truly digging you guys in the dirt like he could have possibly been. Like I want to dig you guys in the dirt. Like I don't feel like that was the case. And like they took it as harsh every piece of what they wanted to hear and took it and ran with it into live TV.
yeah, they're
The
thin
only
skin.
thing, like The only people it helps is Ariel Helwani and CM Punk. Like the only thing it helps, the only people that get benefit from it. And these people don't realize it. Like every impression, every view, it only helps Ariel Helwani and CM Punk. All publicity is good publicity for the
Yeah.
guy. So it's like, what are you guys doing other than just help siphoning away views from what you guys? There's only a limited amount of views in this world, bro. Like a day, there's only a limited amount of views, and people's attention spans get shorter and shorter, especially when you're not interesting. You're getting less and less interesting, and the WWE is getting more and more interesting.
Yeah. So they had to use a WWE star to get a cheap pop for tonight in the
Yep.
ratings.
Yep.
That's sad. That's
It's like right now the only pops they really like, the main pops they have are the two WWE stars, like, and a handful of guys that are spread out between 3 different shows.
yeah, man. It's sad, sad situation. I don't want to see AEW like this. I want them to be, a good
I would have liked to
competition.
see them compete, like truly compete, but you keep on making the left turn, right? It's always like the rat, like until recently it's been, even now it's like it's always been a radical left turn, right?
Mhm.
CM Punk is a radical left turn. You're taking someone from that company who is a core of that other company and taking them and building off of him when you don't even have a locker room, like a solid locker room, like a locker room presence that's like
Yeah.
good enough to withhold a guy like CM Punk. And you don't have the backbone, specifically Mr. Khan, to be able to deal with a guy like CM Punk.
Yeah.
And then like bringing in, even like bringing in Sasha Banks, right? Like you don't build women's storylines. You haven't, and since I've been watching, the women's storylines have been atrocious. You maybe have 2 women fights a night.
Wow.
Why would you go spend big bucks on someone like Sasha Banks?
Because he's not thinking about the future. He's just thinking about getting all the stars he used to watch when he was a fan and
I
having
guess.
them go against each other for his pleasure. And
Yeah.
it's only like filling the needs of like a very small niche audience. Like,
And he has some really good wrestlers on there, is the sad
yeah,
part.
they're
There's just
all
a
good.
couple there's a couple really like, but he has some guys that are high end, like top end guys, like
Yeah.
some. I really like what Jay White can do.
He
Um,
lost to Billy Gunn.
why though? Why?
Billy Gunn. Even though
What's
Billy
the
Gunn's like twice his size, but still.
what's the guy that MJF was besties until he stabbed him in the back? What was the guy's name?
Oh, Adam Cole.
Yeah, Adam Cole. Him. They just all look like they all. The only problem is they all look like mini freaking. What's the guy LA Knight just fought?
AJ Styles.
Yeah, they're all mini AJ Styles, son. They're all 3 of them.
Yeah.
And like, but he's a good fighter too. He's a good wrestler too, and I like his mic work. And
Yeah.
I think that whole thing with MJF was awesome. Like, it had me into AEW at the time, and you
Yeah.
gotta earn my attention. So
And they did nothing
us.
with it after.
No, they did. Well, they all got hurt. That's the problem. They got hurt. Adam Cole and MJF got hurt.
I mean, like the Undisputed Kingdom, the tag team, like Taven and
Mhm.
Bennett and Roderick Strong, like you know, they're just there. They're not really making noise. And the Bullet Club was after them for like a week, then they stopped. Same with the Acclaim. Then they start feuding
Well,
with
it's
each
just
other.
boring. It's
It's
just boring. It's like, but tell me, Keyshawn, you you probably could have wrote that yourself.
bruh,
You probably could have wrote it yourself.
my nephew could have wrote that.
That's what I'm saying. Anybody who knows what a normal like wrestling feud would be could write that. You could. They put that shit in the AI, bro, and created that storyline.
He probably has his notebook from when he was a little kid and all the booking. Prob-
Oh, these guys, son. This
Probably
guy
his
in the
little
time,
journal.
bro.
He kept his journal from when he was a little kid. But clearly, he's never seen an altercation happen in person. You know, no one
I
probably ever.
want to see a picture of his face when it happened.
Yo, he was probably.
That's what I want, bro. I want to see a picture of his face when it happened. When CM Punk pointed at him
Yeah, he
and
was
got all,
probably.
bro, shitting himself,
Yeah, he definitely
shitting
was.
himself.
He feared for his life. Oh,
Yeah. Could you
can't
imagine?
make this.
I can only imagine like the memes of some of this dude's faces of this guy's face is would be
Yo, only thing they did was put X in a frenzy for the night. That's all they did. And the people that
I
hate
guess they
Punk
got us I guess they got us talking about him.
about CM Punk, not about the Young Bucks, not about FTR, not about Swerve, not about Samoa Joe, not
Yeah, we're
about
talking about AEW being dumbasses though, at least. Like I said, sometimes publicity is good regardless if it's good or bad.
but it's too often we talk about them being dumbasses. That's the issue. Every time they do have a good show, it's overshadowed by something stupid.
Was it a good show? I didn't watch the rest
No,
of it.
no, I'm not. I'm just every time they have
But
something
I'm
good
asking,
going for
was it a good
themselves.
show? Would
No, I didn't. I barely watched it after the video.
it be like that, bro? It feel like background noise after a while.
Yeah, it's background noise. That's what it is.
Straight up.
Like, no one I care for is out on the TV.
Like I could watch the clips right on my phone
Yeah, like what?
of what's important. And you guys tell me everything that's important on your Twitter so I could like I don't know.
Yeah, well, no. They just expose themselves as being, fragile and immature. Like
You want to know something hilarious? The first thing I saw it on was the awful announcing Twitter. When you get on awful announcing, bro, you know you did some stupid shit, bro. You
oh
know
my
you did some
god,
dumb shit, bro.
that's terrible for them. It's downhill.
I just like I hope that they don't burn out some of these dudes' primes like MJF. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's how I'm just saying. I just hope they don't burn out some of these dudes' primes and like end up like a guy like MJF never gets to go to the WWE and wrestle anybody. Like I think that shit's inevitable eventually.
yeah,
Like, cause they got a bunch of either old dudes, like a lot of the wrestlers are older, but
yeah.
like the guys that are talented that like the guys that are talented and are like still have a future even that like I mean I'm specifically talking to MJF, bro.
Yeah, Ricky
Like
Starks too.
I
But
even Trick Williams, you know, like Is it Trick Williams or is that
Sure, give me Swerve.
Swerve Williams? Yo, but wouldn't that be a dank tag team? Trick and Swerve. That shit would be a dank tag team. All right. Anyways, but even that, even like Swerve, I like him. I like him as a wrestler. Like
Yeah.
you, Malachi Black, like there's some good talent out over there that you could take and make something out of them, like in the WWE. I feel like, but
Yeah,
we'll
definitely.
see.
Like all the people that want to be stars, go to the WWE. If you want to have matches with your friends every once in a while, go to AEW.
Yeah, if they're around still.
I mean,
I'm
Tony's
just talking after the. I'm just talking about after if they're around still, because like I said, bro, you can only lose so much money, bro. You can only lose so much money.
Yeah, that's why Jericho got like an 8-year contract. He'll still get paid if it falls down, right? If it
Well, yeah, they'll have to get paid out. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If they go bankrupt, they'll pay him out.
Yeah. Jericho thinking
bro, I'm telling you, bro, this is. Excuse me. This is a sign of the fall of AEW. This is a sign of the start of the fall.
This is the start? Nah,
No, I'm talking about like this is the start. The start was the CM Punk, like losing CM Punk. Like the amount of like feuds and things that they could have done with the guys they had with CM Punk. I think that was the start of it all collapsing from underneath them. Like it's all gonna start swirling down from underneath them.
I want to say when they lost Cody. I want to say when they lost.
That could be it too. That could be it too.
And then you see Cody at WrestleMania.
He's the one who started it.
Cody was at WrestleMania with Seth Rollins, looking like a star.
I guess you're right. I guess you're probably right about it being Cody first.
Because Cody was really like the heart and like soul of it. I feel like Cody was like is his passion project, and you know the Bucks are with him too, and Kenny and them. They brought like the indie crowd all in on it, but it was really like Cody, like. And I feel like once
his own brand, bro.
Yeah, he was having issues over there as well. The fans are turning on Cody in AEW. They didn't like his whole Codyverse thing because his stuff was so different from everyone else's because he was actually trying to have like a story and like trying to add like some cinema to it. But you know, the fans aren't, you know, it wasn't that good, but the fans weren't attracted to it, you know.
I mean, I don't even know how long Cody should be the WWE the current champion, to be honest. I think his luster. I think now that he's gotten, because like I feel like the whole luster of what Cody was doing was
chasing.
He's chasing his dad's dream that his dad never got to do. Like it's a great story to latch onto, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of story you can latch onto. Like he chased the dream and got there, right?
Yeah.
He chased the dream and got there. I don't know if his shit lasts the whole year.
I don't think it will last a year, honestly, especially after Roman having it for 4 years. Like,
yeah, I don't think that they'll have it another guy with a long title reign for a little bit now.
Yeah.
I mean, if it would be anybody, it would be him, though.
Yeah, they're gonna have some. They could have some feuds that'll keep his reign interesting. You know, Orton. If when the draft happens, maybe him and Gunther.
That's the nice thing now that the draft's around the corner.
Yeah.
The draft being around the corner is a really nice thing. Like I think the roster needs a little bit of a shakeup.
Yeah, definitely. So,
And you think that Roxanne and uh Ilya both get drafted?
oh yeah, definitely. I want to
Like,
see them just go.
especially after like everything, you think they both get drafted?
Yeah, because he's gonna lose that NXT title to Trick. At
You think so?
definitely, Trick's not losing that. No.
Well, you seen that? What's his face? What's the guy's name? The guy that was with Baron Corbin. What's the
Oh,
kid's name?
Braun
Yeah,
Breaker. Yeah,
Braun Breaker. He just lost his titles last night. The
yeah,
tag titles with Baron Corbin.
yeah. He's getting called
To the
up.
same guys that they beat at Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so
Axe.
weird. It was like they just beat those two guys three
Yeah.
nights ago, 4 nights ago, and then lose to them. And it was like we're not gonna make Breaker freaking lose on Peacock Live Peacock while everybody's watching.
Yeah, man.
They're trying to build this guy up.
He's gonna be the next
I do
big
like him,
thing.
bro.
Him and
I need one time for him to do Steiner math. I just need him one time.
have you
One
seen,
time.
have you seen the guy Obafemi?
Yeah, he looks like a monster.
Bruh, yeah.
He
He
looks
looks
like a
like a
monster. I
real
saw him
dude.
at Stand. I watched all of Stand and Deliver. I thought
Yeah,
he had the triple threat with
yeah,
Dijak and the other guy, that the hick looking guy.
yeah. Lance Briggs or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, it was a good match. It was a
Yeah.
good show.
I thought Stand and Deliver was great.
Yeah,
I think Roxanne got real star potential.
top top tier.
hmm
A
I
lot of
just
them
think
do.
Roxanne
A
got real
lot
star.
of them.
Ilya, they just need to make that Ilya Gunter fight.
Yeah,
You go back and watch that shit. Because I thought of it, I was like, yo, have they actually? They might have actually fought, like, just from like the areas they're from. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Thinking
Mhm.
like they actually fought NXT Europe like 8 years ago or some shit.
Gotta check that out.
hmm It's a good one, and it's Gunter, big Gunter. Like he got some weight on him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. It's
Yeah,
been a
that's straight.
long night. This
Yeah, I'm over here yawning, so you don't gotta ask me twice.
this business, this AEW is interesting. I just can't wait to hear the reactions of Bischoff and Cornette and all these guys. It's too easy. Like
Oh,
it's
tomorrow the podcasts are gonna cook these guys.
okay. They're gonna get cooked.
They're gonna get cooked tomorrow. I'm actually gonna look up. I'm gonna look up a lot of like. I'm just gonna go on Twitter and just do some surfing. See how these AEW fans are defending this.
They are going. They're going down with the ship, bro. They're not. They don't care about anything. They're gonna find any excuse. They're going down with the ship, and I'll be here for it. I don't want the ship to go down, but keep going like this, and yeah. So, all right, guys. Have a good night. Like, comment, subscribe, please, and we'll see you next time. Peace.